And y'all are our niggas. With all your athletic talent, agility, and ability, it belongs to us. When I retire your jersey, nigga, your people can't claim fame to that name. It's in my stadium. I bring my family, my friend, and say, look at my niggas. Look at the boy, remember that nigga there? He was in the ghetto. I brought him and drafted him from the ghetto. He's on ESPN now. These are bragging rights. And these niggas are trophies to rich white men. Nigga, man, it's no different.
Okay, shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors and blessings for the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 elect and the 1/3 hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Now, what inspired me to do this lesson is, as you can see, one of the latest trending news today, the Shador Sanders controversy. And so I just watched the elder brother Manata Zakba out of GMS South Carolina's lesson. And I just wanted to land back off it and add a little to it, of course, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. And he's absolutely right. You know, this is not our place of rest. And every now and then, Jake, something like this will happen to wake Jake up and to let you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, specifically the so-called black man here, Shador Sanders, going in the 5th round of the NFL draft, the 144th pick, which I believe is spiritual, you know, showing that Yahweh Bashim Shai has his eyes on everything. But every now and then these things like this happen, where we get our so-called nigga wake-up call. Remember when O.J. Simpson was on a run? A lot of guys was joking, saying he got his nigga wake-up call. Tiger Woods, the incident that happened with him some years ago, that was his nigga wake-up call, so to speak. Meaning that every now and then, Yahweh Shemeh Shai, who's in control of all things, will allow these things to happen. It doesn't matter who your father is, Deion Sanders. It doesn't matter who your mama is, okay? But at the end of the day, this is not our place of rest, okay? And that's the bottom line, period, point blank, okay? My first precept is going to be, let me see if I can find it. Salakia for 1 second. And I'm going to let this video play. And I'm by no means a Charleston White fan, you know. But every now and then he hits on a little truth, you know. Let's see. Was it Hebrews? Yeah, Hebrews. Salakia. Let me get my first precept. Trying to get this lesson in before I go to work tonight. And as I said, Lord willing is edifying for the hopeful elect. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13. And of course, I'll get the precept, Lord willing, that this is not our place of rest. Hebrews 13, New Testament, Hebrews chapter 13. And I'll say it again. It doesn't matter who your father is or who your mother is. If you're a so-called black man, it doesn't matter. In this case, Shador Sanders. It doesn't matter if we think you're the best quarterback going in the NFL draft. Them owners are so-called white men, and they're always going to look at you as a slave. That NFL draft combine, it has often been compared to when slaves were being bought and sold. You know, even up to Slakia saying it. You know, there's a portion of this video where I'm going to go back to where Jerry Jones is even bragging about some players' dick size, you know, and that's how they look at Jake. They look at us as a piece of meat. This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14. For here, meaning right here in America, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. NLT says, "For this world is not our permanent home. This is not our place of rest. We are looking forward to a home yet to come. And that home is the kingdom of Yahweh Shemi Shai." Now let me get the other precept, of course. This is not our place of rest. We weren't sent here to rest. Now that having been said, Yahweh Shemi Shai, he maketh rich and he maketh poor. So some of us here, Deion Sanders being one of them, you know, he got some money, he got some fame, but he's still a sellout. You know, not our place of rest, KJV, and most of those guys in that field, NFL, basketball, whatever, they're all fucking sellouts. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, and then I'll go back to the video. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." This place, Babylon the Great, this is not our place of rest. Although the Lord has blessed a lot of jakes with money, like Deion Sanders, and several in the entertainment field. Football, basketball, whatever. "For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." Okay? And that's right, this place is polluted. That's why it eventually is going to be destroyed. So let me go back to the video. Charleston White, you know, as I said, I'm not a Charleston White fan, but you know, he has some truth a lot in some of the things he says. You know, I hate when this happens. When I turn away from the video, it gets lost, so to speak. So then I have to start all over, but that's okay. Let's go.
Man, you don't think they do that?
And this is how them owners be talking. This is exactly how they be talking. As further in the clip as you're gonna see. You know, when Jamie Foxx was hanging out with, I believe it was Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones was talking about one of his players. I don't know which one, but he even goes into talking about the players, you know, size and speed. Even goes into Salakia, for his, you know, his dick size, because that's how these so-called white men, Esau, Edom, that's how they look at you, Jakes. Even if you're talented in the NFL, professional boxers, professional baseball players or basketball players, you're just
in the boxes. That's my nigga. Look at him. Look at him. I brought him out together. His mama didn't have a husband. I went down there and met him. He just said, "Man, I met this business."
Now this is funny, but there's truth in this. Let me give a brother a thumbs up. There's truth in this, you know, and this is the way it is. This is the way it's always gonna be. As long as we're living in America, aka Babylon the Great, no matter how much talent you have, movie stars, so-called movie stars, NFL players, basketball players, to these owners and these elites, you're just gonna be a nigga.
Had roaches. Nigga, you think they don't be saying that? Them my niggas. Look at him. Go, nigga. You don't think they don't be saying Jerry Jones them don't be saying it?
Now check this out. Now that's Jerry Jones. Now, did you hear what he said? He's talking about some NFL player or some player has an 8.5-inch dick. Why does he say that? Because he's Esau Edom, and that's how he sees Jake. You know, as just a piece of meat. Just like when we was getting sold from the slavery blocks, they looked at you, and if you was big, if you was hung, they wanted you. You know.
All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double.
Yeah, so I just want to do a quick lesson on this to show that No matter who you are, no matter who your daddy is, Shedeur Sanders, if you're a so-called black man in America, you're always going to be looked at as a piece of meat, okay? You're never going to be equal. You can sell out all day, all night, you know? It doesn't matter if you're Deion Sanders, if you're Jay-Z, if you're Denzel Washington, if you're Jamie Foxx, what's that comedian, Dave Chappelle? All sellouts, believe that. So I just want to do a quick lesson on this. Subscribe to GMS South Carolina 08, the Elder Brothers page, Elder Manatas Akbar. I always enjoy watching his videos. His videos was the one I originally started watching when I was called into this truth. Subscribe to his page, GMS South Carolina 08, and Lord willing, you will be edified. So with that being said, Lord willing, this video was edifying. On to the next one, Lord willing, Shalom.